Hello everyone, so welcome to the answers to all the Ask Me Anything questions. So here I have with me the video which I had uploaded of Ask Me Anything. So let's read the comments and one by one I'll try to answer each and every comment which you've put. So there are a lot of comments. I'll try to answer most of them which I found relevant and which I think would be useful for all of you. So the first one is asked by RV Singh. So what is your YouTube salary? Okay, so YouTube usually pays $3 for 10,000 views, and on an average I receive around like $100 per month. So it depends upon the number of views. Therefore, like if you have a lot of views in 1 month, maybe your salary can increase as far as your YouTube career is concerned. Of course, like this is just a passive income and this is not the major income as such. So YouTube salary usually like it ranges from $100 to $150 per month for me at least, because of the views and because of the advertisements which are placed on my channel. Next is asked by Abhinav Mandowara. He's asking, why are you doing CFA after CA? The main reason of doing CFA is that I'm interested in the field of finance, and if you want career in investment banking, private equity or stock markets, you should definitely do CFA. So if you are interested in pursuing your career in these kind of finance profile, then CFA is a very good option, because CFA like it ultimately opens your knowledge and it broadens your perspective to the finance field. So in CA final we are only taught some finance topics in SFM, but in CFA you go in depth and identify how a private company or how a startup is valued, which is not done in CA curriculum. Shubham Bidmutta asks, best resource to stay updated with current affairs for clearing placement interview, what and how to read it. So I think that the best resources would be that you should read newspapers, Financial Times, Economic Times or Live Mint, any of the newspaper. That would be best resource. Apart from that, you can subscribe to a lot of channels which are there. So I've subscribed to Study IQ Education channel on YouTube, which is there for IAS aspirants. So it is there for the people who are going to give the UPSC exams, and I think you can subscribe their channel because they upload a video every day regarding current affairs and regarding what is going on in the Indian economy. One more channel is there, like international affairs. So that is also a very good channel which talks about what is happening around the globe, not just India. So if you want to broaden your knowledge in terms of what is happening around the globe, you can subscribe to that channel. And you can also listen to a lot of podcasts which are there, like Bloomberg Quint podcast or any other podcast which might enhance your knowledge. So you can subscribe to Bloomberg Quint channel also, and you can listen to all their podcasts or all their news which are there on the YouTube channel. Next question is by Akshay Yadav. Sir, I started my articleship in a mid-sized firm, and now when I see everyone going into Big Four, I start feeling depressed and started doubting myself whether I'll be able to compete with them and whether I'll be able to learn the things like them. So let me tell you, Akshay, that this is a problem which is faced by a lot of students, but at the same time I'd like to state that even I am from a mid-sized firm, and I was able to polish and brush up my communication skills only by practicing and only by participating in all the various extracurricular activities. So try to expose your personality in all these events, try to be a leader and try to demonstrate all your skills which you have, so that people around you would recognize you and value you. So what you can do is that you can have this learning attitude and you can enroll into any course, be it personality development course online, be it communication skills course, be it like financial modeling course. Just enroll into any course and try and ensure that you understand and you are giving your best in that course. You should keep asking yourself that whether I am able to learn anything from this course and whether I am able to add value in my life. So this is the thing which I'll recommend. So like, don't feel depressed at all, and there's nothing like if you aren't into a Big Four you won't get a job. So I was not into a Big Four, but still I got a job. So there's nothing like that. That is just a myth. Next question is by Mayank Mishra. Which is your favorite team in IPL and who's your favorite sports person and why? I think I don't watch IPL. I used to watch it like when I was in grade 10. At that time I used to watch, but after that I have not watched IPL. But if you ask me my favorite team, I think it'll be Royal Challengers Bangalore. And who's your favorite sports person and why? I think I'll go with Virat Kohli because of his optimistic attitude. Okay, so he gets angry at times. That is not a thing which I like. But because of his positivity and because of his because of his attitude of giving more than 100% in whatever he does. So I was just reading about him. After his dad's death on that day, he still went out to the test match and he was the one like who stood and played for India. So this is a thing which I admire about him, and I think this is a lesson which even we need to learn, that if there is something which we are bound to give to the nation, then even if any exigency is going to happen, you have to like move on and you have to keep moving forward in your life. So that is a very big lesson which I think I have learned from him, that whatever failure you face in your life, you have to keep moving on and you have to ignore that failure. You just have to keep working on yourself. Next question is asked by Akshay Akshantal. Not sure if this qualifies. Ask me anything. My question is how to fix my patchy beard. Wow, what an amazing question. I think you can use a trimmer or maybe you can use a blade. So you can fix your patchy beard in that manner. I think this should suffice. Next question is by Darshan Povaru. Congratulations in very well advanced, Kushal Bhaiya. The question I want to ask you is that when I saw all your videos, Your English speaking skills give me a very much good vibe of it. So my question is, these videos you make are on script based, or you just think about the topic and speak randomly during shooting of videos? So like, I'll just be very frank with all of you. So what I do is that I just decide the topic what I have to speak on. For example, the last topic was 5 mistakes during my CA journey, or maybe the 5 sacrifices during my CA journey. So what I'll do, I'll just list down the 5 sacrifices in one line. So I just wrote what were the 5 sacrifices on a piece of paper, and I used to keep that piece of paper below. So whenever I used to feel like I have to refer to a bullet point, I'll just look down and I'll state that point. So basically that is a thing which has helped me in order to create the videos. So there's nothing scripted as such. It's just that I like list down the bullet points, and whatever comes to my mind, I speak it in front of you. So at times there are like a lot of times where I'll keep fumbling, or maybe I'll keep forgetting things. So that is a thing which I edit, of course, because it doesn't look good, and I trim that particular content. So first, like if you ask me, initially it used to take like around 1 hour for me to create a 15-minute video, but now it usually takes me like 25-30 minutes to record that video, and after that I edit it for around half an hour or 45 minutes. So maximum one video, I think it'll take 1.5 hours for me to create and upload it on YouTube. Next question is by Vansh Dargan. Hi Bhaiya, congratulations to you on achieving this great milestone. I want to ask you about your college life and what different experiences you've had in your college life. I think my college life was very amazing. Like I was in Fravashi International Academy, and I'd got a very good exposure in my college life. So I was exposed to a lot of debates, a lot of competitions, and from my college days itself, the art of public speaking was inculcated into me. So that is a very good thing, and I cherish about my college life. And most importantly, like we had these concepts of marginal costing, standard costing right from our college days in 11th and 12th. So that is a thing which really helped me in order to clear my CA exams also, because I was very well versed with all these concepts right during my college days itself. Next question is by my LinkedIn. Could you talk us about RBG hostel? How is the hostel life there, the environment, the food, and how to get admission there? Again, a very relevant question. So RBG hostel is one of the best hostels I've stayed in. Like it was one of the best experience which I've had in my life. Those 3 years, they just came and gone in the blink of an eye. The environment is very, very positive. You'll meet a lot of students who are doing articleship from Big Four, from mid-sized firm, and all of these students are doing CA articleship. So your network is going to expand a lot. The food over there is like okayish. I did not like the food at all. So I used to order the food from outside, or I just used to go somewhere and eat. And how to get admission there? So the admission process is a little difficult. So it's only for students who have Jain background, or Agarwals, or Maheshwaris. So only these 3 type of students are allowed there. And if you have a reference, then you can get in RBG hostel. If you don't have a reference and if you have a rank, then it will be possible for you to get into RBG hostel. But that is one of the best hostel, and I think that is one of the best phases I've had in my life. Those 3 years are like I'm going to cherish a lot, and I cannot forget each and every day I've had in my hostel. Next question is by Jester. Is the CA course losing its charm? What do you think about the future of this course? A very, very good question. I think CA course is not losing its charm, but at the same time, what is happening is that there are a lot of CAs who are like clearing their exams and who are being like exposed in this particular corporate world or industry world. So what is happening is that the curriculum is not losing the charm, but there's a lot of supply of CAs, and due to this COVID pandemic, and even before the COVID pandemic, the demand for CAs is not that much as compared to the supply. So that's why like we just hear that okay, everyone has cleared their CA, अरे ये भी CA हो गया, बात जिधर भी जाओ सब CA हो गए आजकल. That is a thing because like there's not much demand in the job market for CAs right now. But I really think that the opportunity which this course provides in terms of balancing your professional and academic life at a very early age, none other course would be able to provide that, because we are supposed to do the articleship in a span of 3 years, and I think that adds a lot of value in terms of your theoretical as well as practical life. Next question is by Anurag P. Did you use gel pen for writing your answers in exam? Yes, I used gel pen in my examinations. It was Energel 0.7 millimeters. Next is Daksh Sareen. Hi, from where we can learn Microsoft Excel to an advanced level? I think there are a lot of courses available online. You can go to udemy.com and you can just enroll for any Excel course. So I did my financial modeling course from udemy.com, and that was in Microsoft Excel. So it was called as Beginner to Pro in Excel and Financial Modeling. So I think you can just go to these websites and try Microsoft Excel from beginner to pro level, and you can get a lot of courses. Next question is by Aman Kumar. How much percentage you had in your 10th and 12th? So in my 10th I had 93 percentage, and in my 12th I had 88 percentage. Next question is by Aryan Singh. Which domain should we choose in articleship if you want to become an investment banker? So ideally you should choose a finance profile if you want to become an investment banker. What you can do is that you can find some firms which are into valuations, which are into like project financing, or which are into some finance domain and not the traditional domain of taxation and auditing. So I'll recommend you that you can maybe enroll in some firm that gives valuations or that gives some M&A opportunities, so that even you understand what exactly is mergers and acquisitions and what does an investment banker do. So that is a main job which an investment banker does, like helping mergers and acquisitions. And if you can get this kind of opportunity during your articleship, that's nothing like it, because I know several friends who are into mergers and acquisitions and who are into valuations right during their articleship days. Next question is from Prasad Tavalare. What do you do for entertaining yourself or in your free time? So I play guitar, I play keyboard in my free time to entertain myself, and sometimes I just go for a walk or maybe on a jog. So I stay nearby the jogging track. It's just like 2 minutes walking from here. So I go there and I just enjoy the nature. So that is all I do in my free time. And now in my free time, I've started creating these YouTube videos. So this is also a thing which I like a lot. And in my free time, I just like to guide all the CA aspirants and share whatever I've learned during the CA journey and during my corporate experience as well with all of you. Next question is by Tejas Kumar. How was your school life? I think my school life was more than amazing, and in my school life again I've learned a lot. My school was Pravasi International Academy, as I told you, and again in my school life, like I was the co-curricular activities captain. Then I had the exposure of participating in all the events. I was the cricket captain of my team in the cricket league which used to happen in my school. So these opportunities were very good, and I think because of my school only I'm able to communicate with all of you in an effective manner, and I think that has helped me in order to articulate my thoughts effectively. So there were also competitions like MUNs, Model United Nations, which I used to participate in, and all these events and extracurricular activities have really helped me in order to groom my personality. Next question is by Adarsh Sonone. Kushal, which subject has given you more headache? I think auditing and law, these two subjects have given me more headache because these are like theoretical subjects, and I'm a guy who likes to solve sums rather than reading and memorizing and just writing that same thing in an examination. So that is the thing which I don't like about CA curriculum, is that there is a lot of thing which you have to memorize. So I've been always telling that if there's a client who's going to come and ask you a penalty, you can anytime Google and tell it to the client. There's no use of memorizing that penalty and writing that in an exam. So this is a thing which I don't like about CA curriculum, and I hope that moving forward we can move to a case study based format like the CFA curriculum or like the MBA curriculum, and that would be very helpful and beneficial for everyone. Next question is by Usman Mullah. What is your first stipend? So my first stipend was rupees 3,000 per month, and that was in a mid-sized firm in Mumbai. Next question is by Ice Cream. Okay, do you want your wife to be a CA too? So to be very honest, I think I'll prefer someone who is not a CA, so I can have a holistic perspective. So that's the answer. Next question is by Ishit Jain. What are your views on stock market trading, and would you advise it as a career? So stock market is a very good option as a career because you get to the finance field, and I think if you are opening your own portfolio management advisory firm or your own trading firm, then you can go into this career. But one advice is that during your articleship days, just don't indulge into stock market trading, because then that consumes a lot of time and ultimately that becomes the cause of your failure. So after your CA finals, and once you become a CA, you can definitely go for stock markets as an option as a career, because that is also a very good option. You need to understand all the technical analysis, candlestick patterns if you're into trading, and if you're into investing, you need to analyze all the fundamentals and all the financial ratios of all the companies. So that is the thing which I'll advise. Next question is from Anonymous. Okay, it's not anonymous, it's anonymous. Your source of consumption of news, because you always seem mature unlike some AIR one who are nafrati chintu. Okay, so I think consumption of news would be these newspapers itself, the Financial Times, Economic Times and Live Mint. And one more thing would be you can listen to the BBC News or maybe Wall Street Journal. So if you want to expand your horizon and if you want to like broaden your knowledge, then I think you can read like BBC News, or you can listen to the BBC News itself, which can also help you in order to improve your English communication skills. Next question is by Naveen KS. What's your crypto portfolio? So I don't invest in cryptos because I really don't understand the concept of cryptos. There's no underlying in a crypto, and that's the reason like I'm a little scared whether to invest in a crypto. If you're investing in a company, we have an underlying asset which is the company itself. If the performance of the company is very nice, then the stock price of that company will go up. But for crypto, I don't find any underlying, and therefore I'm too confused whether to invest in cryptos or not. Next question is by Navya Sharma. Hey Kushal, I think about chartered accountancy you've explained very well. Very personal question. Do you have a girlfriend and आपको marriage proposals तो आए होंगे उनकी story बताए. So I don't have any girlfriend, and I have not even dated anyone till date. Next question is by Royal Rahul. Bro, share what was your daily routine during articleship, and do you used to watch movies, IPL and other stuff, or only study daily? So I was a person who didn't used to study all the time during my articleship days. If you ask me honestly, my routine in articleship days was that I used to go to the classes 7 to 10. I used to go to the office from 10 o'clock to 7, 8 o'clock. And after coming back, I used to play table tennis for half an hour or 45 minutes because I'm very fond of playing table tennis. Then I used to go for a walk with all my hostel friends for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. And then we used to chill in the hostel for like at least 15-20 minutes. We used to like go in any person's room, like कहाँ पे भी चले जाते थे, कोई भी रूम में चले जाते थे और सब वहाँ पे फिर एकदम मस्ती करते थे. So we had a friend who was a very good guitarist, who is a very good guitarist, and we used to go in his room and we used to jam every night for at least 15-20 minutes. So these are some of the memories which I can never forget, and I think these are the memories which are going to be there with me for the rest of my life as well. Wow, next question is by Biswajit Behra. Do you brush at night time? So what do you think, whether I brush at my night time or not? So of course I do brush at night time, but sometimes if I tend to become too lazy, or maybe if it's a very hectic day, then I'll skip, but that's not the case anymore. So I do brush at night time. Next question is by Blackstone P. Okay, so this is not the Blackstone P, this is just a person named Blackstone P. Is there any other CA in your family, like father or sister? So there's no one in my family who's a CA. So I'm the first chartered accountant in my family, and my sister, so she has done her MBA, and she's also done her DTL, diploma in taxation and law, and my father is like, he's into real estate. Next question is from Deepika Gagnani. Were you revising topics at home after classes during the articleship period? I'll be very honest with you. So I did not revise any topic after my classes during my articleship period. All the topics which I've revised were during my CA final leave period. But at the same time, I'd like to advise that you should definitely revise all the topics after your articleship days itself, after your classes during the articleship days itself, because that is ultimately going to help you in the leave period. So if you revise a topic during your articleship time, it is very easier for you to revise that in the CA final leave period. Next question is by Bhavesh Garg. How to maximize learning and work from home and build connections? A very, very good question. So what I think is that in your work from home environment, you can network with as many people as possible because people don't have to travel now. Let's take my example only. Through my YouTube series of Conversation with Kushal, I just send out emails to each and every person whom I want to interview, and they reply. If they want to have this on the channel, then they'll reply positively, but some of them don't reply at all. So therefore, this is the best way to network, is that you can just seek an appointment with the person, and nobody nowadays is going to deny you. Everyone is willing to help and give the helping hand, and like you can speak with the person for 10-15 minutes who will be able to explain you their learnings and their failures which you should avoid. So I think you can network in this possible manner. And regarding learnings from work from home, what you can do, one best thing which I have learned, is that you can talk to your peers and your colleagues, and you can ask them what they are working on and what are their projects and learnings. This is a very good way of learning from all your friends, and you can talk with them about your work and their work for at least 10-15 minutes daily, so that even you have a holistic perspective, like what your friend is doing. For example, I'm in Aditya Birla Group, and one of my friend, he's into a boutique investment bank. So I'll just keep asking him what is your work profile like, what did you learn today, what are some of the questions you asked to your manager today. So these are some of the things which I discuss with him, and it really helps me to understand how an investment bank works. Similarly, one of my friends, he was into management consulting. So I just asked him, what is the case now? What is that particular problem which you're solving? And what is the solution which you've given to the client? So these are some of the things which can help you in order to learn in a work from home environment where you aren't able to step out of your house and talk to your managers. And I'll take the last question now. It's by Manvi Dingra. So congratulations, Kushal. It is a very well-deserved achievement. Could you please tell us the whole process of making the video, since there are many new aspiring YouTubers here? Of course, since we have to study also, we cannot learn top-notch editing skills, but your videos are really good. If you could tell us about the process, it'll probably help many students. So I think that there's nothing which I edit like professionally in my YouTube videos. So what I do, I just record in front of a camera. So this is my mobile phone. I am recording in my mobile phone, and I just record it and edit it in a editing software called as DaVinci Resolve 17. So that is the editing software which I use. That is a very simple and user-friendly software which is available free. So this is not some sponsorship which I'm doing. I just use that editing software because I find it user-friendly. Earlier I used to use Filmora 9, then I shifted to Adobe Premiere Pro, but now I'm using DaVinci Resolve 17, which is a very user-friendly software as well. So you can download that software, and maybe it'll be easier for you to edit the video. So I record it through my mobile phone, then I transfer it to my laptop, and through that particular editing software I just edit the videos, and after editing the video I just upload it on YouTube. So this is a very simple process. And for the videos of Conversation with Kushal, I've just hired an editor who edits it for me in the format of frames. So he just splits the screen and he puts me and the other guest into different frames, and he just adds the subtitles. So these are the things which I use for my YouTube videos. I think I've answered almost all the questions. There were a lot of comments, as I know, but because of shortage of time, I think I'll be able to answer these. So I hope this video, like, you got to know a lot of things about me which you didn't know, and I hope that I was able to do justice to all your questions which you have asked in the Ask Me Anything. Thank you so much guys for watching the videos. Looking forward, I think that I'm going to invite various eminent personalities who can guide us and who can mentor us. So stay tuned for all the podcasts which are going to be there on my channel, and I'm going to share my learnings, my strategies with every one of you once again. So thank you so much once again for watching all the videos. See you in the next video.